Hello, all my beautiful souls, and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I'm doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Gemini for 2022. I hope all my Gemini friends are doing well. I hope everyone had great holidays. As you know, dear Gemini, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards. I've already shuffled the cards, and this is a spread that I have for you today. Dear Gemini, in the past position we have the Magician, clarified by the Eight of Cups. In the challenging position we have the Nine of Wands, clarified by the Ace of Swords. And in the advice from Spirit position we have the Knight of Swords, clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. In the first half of 2022 we have the Two of Pentacles, clarified by the Page of Swords. And in the second part of 2022 we do have the Three of Pentacles, clarified with the Four of Pentacles. So let's get right into this spread. There's definitely going to be a lot going on, dear Gemini, for you in the year of 2022, the year of the water tiger, if you follow the Chinese zodiac. 2022 is going to be a year of fast, very fast movement and a lot of transformations. That is why you've got the juggling priorities card, the Two of Pentacles. There's definitely going to be many different things coming at you, and you're going to have to multitask in order to cover everything that you feel you are responsible for. But let's start from the beginning. In the beginning, we do have the Magician. This is the number one card in the major arcana, and generally when you receive the Magician, definitely tells me that you were in charge at some point in the past, dear Gemini. You were able to manifest something incredible. You were able to create something that really brought a lot of joy to you, to your life, to your soul as well. You were very resourceful, you were very determined, you were able to kind of just move forward, and through sheer willpower and skill and resourcefulness you really dug deep in order to create something that you wanted to see in your life. It's interesting that you ultimately gave up on that, and you ultimately walked away because you had experienced a disillusionment with something. The Eight of Cups is almost like rose glasses being shattered. You know how sometimes you believe that the relationship you're in, or the career you're in, or the situation you're in is like the best of the best, and then you realize that it actually isn't what you thought, and it kind of shatters your idealistic view. And definitely, you know, you took some time to build something that was really important to you, because we do see this structure made out of the cups here in the Eight of Cups, and we do see this person walking away, turning their back on something they've spent a lot of time and energy putting together, because they realized that, you know, it was an illusion. They realized that things weren't as they seem. We do see this moon here as well, which indicates a deceptiveness of some kind. Generally, the moon is a symbol of internal turmoil and deception or sneakiness or secretive information that is not being disclosed, if you will. Now, in the challenging position, you do have the Nine of Wands, which is a card of delays and setbacks when it does appear as an obstacle. There will be some delays in year 2022 for you, dear Gemini, but you're very experienced, you're very knowledgeable, you're going to work through those delays like a pro that you are, and I think that it's not going to ultimately keep you from achieving everything that is meant for you in this wonderful year, dear Gemini, the year of the water tiger. Sometimes we receive the Nine of Wands when we're asked to wait on something, because the universe is recalibrating and kind of restructuring things behind the scenes. And so as a result, we have to sometimes wait, which is not uncommon in life. It's important to preserve your energy as well. The Nine of Wands sometimes tells me that, you may have a little bit of lack of energy. You may feel a little bit tired, burned out. So you definitely want to make sure in 2022 you really take care of yourself. You really do spend time meditating. You spend time in nature, reconnecting with something bigger than yourself, and as well as, really take care of yourself by drinking water, take vitamins, do exercises, everything that you can to restore some of that energy so that you don't feel as like you're not being taken care of. Now, in the clarifying position, we've got the Ace of Swords, which of course is going to bring about confusion. So definitely be careful with your communication. Be careful with how you use your words, and make sure that you're being super logical, because when you get the Ace of Swords in the obstacle position, sometimes it tells me that you're going to be making decisions that may not be very, very logical. You definitely want to be very rational rather than irrational. Make sure you are very careful with how you use your words as well. Sometimes it's important to write things down because that helps you organize your thoughts. Once your thoughts are better organized, you can streamline them even more in order to create a really impactful message, because the more targeted your message is, the better the result you're going to get. Now, the advice from Spirit for 2022 is to take action, because the Knight of Swords is all about taking action. We do see the clouds here kind of in odd shape. We see the trees, kind of bending down because the wind is happening. The Knight of Swords is a card of change. There's going to be a really strong, powerful kind of something really, really bothering you in terms of the divine will be cultivating change in your life. It could be in your personal life, it could be in your professional life, but there may be some trigger. Maybe there will be somebody saying something, somebody doing something that's going to force you to take an action, and the divine here is saying go for it. Right now in 2022, you must show force. You must go for what you believe is yours. You must want and progress aggressively in order to take things sort of by the horns. This is a very action-oriented card. Think hard about what you're going to do and then go for it with all your might, because change is going to come regardless, and so you definitely want to be a little bit ahead of it. But you do want to be logical, and you do want to kind of double check your emotions, because sometimes the Knight of Swords, he kind of goes forth, but he doesn't check how he feels necessarily about some things. So you want to take action, but you also want to be in an alignment. You want to make sure your spirit is aligned with your mind, is aligned with your heart. When those three things are aligned, the results that you're going to get are by far the best. Now, the Ace of Pentacles here is in the clarifying position. Clearly, you are going to be taking some action as it relates to your security and to your stability. The divine is saying in 2022 there's going to be a golden opportunity that you can use to your advantage, that you can take and then create something incredible. Invest in something that you think is worthwhile. Remember, whatever you tend to focus on expands. So you may want to, kind of try and stick with positive thoughts, which is hard to do, but if you continuously try, you can achieve that level of meditating, that level of control when it comes to thought process. But definitely you want to stay in a positive mind frame and invest in something that really is going to be very beneficial for you, and only you know what that may be, dear Gemini. But it is going to be a wonderful opportunity. The Ace of Pentacles is a card of rebirth, and It's a card of new start, very promising. But definitely stay grounded, pay attention on a daily basis to what you're doing, to what you're thinking. Thoughts are highly powerful. And I think that, why do so many people spend so much money on controlling what people think? Newspapers control what people think. TVs control what people think. Podcasts, everybody that's coming at you. The reason is because thoughts are very, very powerful. And so it's important to remember kind of every single day is a new beginning. Every single day is a new opportunity. So, I read somewhere in a scientific research that on a daily basis, people tend to be lazy. They tend to believe that things are just going to repeat themselves. And so there's, I think, like 90,000 thoughts every single day are just repetitive, and so it's important to remember that you can create the reality that you want as long as you kind of pay attention to what goes through your mind, which is, again, very difficult to do. None of this is easy. It may appear easy to a undiscerning eye, but once you really start paying attention, it's actually quite involved and quite difficult to do. And I think I've been doing meditating for like 2 years, and only now I feel I have a little bit of a control. So it takes quite a while. But in the first part of 2022, we do see that you're going to be quite busy. We've got the Two of Pentacles, which is a card of multitasking. It's a card of staying busy. I mean, there will be things coming at you at home, at work, with your parents, with your kids, with your friends, that people will be asking you for advice, people will be asking you for help. And so you're definitely going to be a very busy bee in the first part of 2022. And so it's important to remember to manage your time, to organize your time really well so that you do focus on things that are truly important, that you do prioritize your financial decisions as well, because the Pentacles obviously are all about finances. And of course, just as I was talking, my camera died, so here I am again, continuing after I charged the battery. As I was saying, the Two of Pentacles in the first half of 2022 is definitely going to keep you on your toes, is going to keep you busy. And with the Page of Swords, he brings in that restlessness. He's someone who's very adventurous, he's someone who's very curious, and he likes to pursue things that he sets his mind to. He likes to go for the goals and the dreams that he has in his plans and in his strategy as well. Now, in the second part of 2022, we do have the teamwork card, the Three of Pentacles, clarified by the Four of Pentacles. Very interesting. It does look like you're going to be working in the second part of 2022 on building an effort together with other people and creating more security for yourself. It could be that you're going to be working closely with friends or relatives or family members that are going to help you build something to elevate yourself when it comes to your status, because the Four of Pentacles is all about status and materialistic possessions. We see this person sitting surrounded by Four Pentacles, and he's holding on to them very tightly because he is wanting to build a future for himself. He wants to build a certain amount of security and financial independence as well. Remember that the number four in tarot corresponds to foundation, so clearly you're building something to last for a long time. But let's see what we can clarify with the three mystical wisdom cards that I pulled. And we have Go with the Flow, Let Things Happen. We've got Enlightenment, Pursue Spiritual Growth, and Unicorn, Invite Serendipity in. Wonderful cards. Go with the flow is all about letting the magic of the universe kind of into your life, because the universe knows what you want and the universe wants to deliver the best results for you. So let go, step aside, and accept help from others. Sometimes people become used to resistance and struggle. Everyone accepts this as part of how life is supposed to be. When you relax, go with the flow, and let go of the situation, you will see how amazing the results will be. It will be more favorable than you anticipated. And the affirmation for this card is, I accept help from others. Enlightenment is all about coming into your own when it comes to your spiritual growth. Now is the time to meditate. Now is the time to deliberate and self-evaluate and withdraw voluntarily from the world to seek the truth and solitude, rest and quiet retreat away from people, from the daily routine, will allow you to consider enlightened decisions and go in the direction of your heart. This may also be the time to seek advice and spiritual guidance from a mentor or an experienced person. And the affirmation for this card is, I search for wisdom and mental clarity. The unicorn is all about serendipity, mysterious, playful, and pure. The unicorn is universally beautiful, mysterious, and difficult to capture or tame. It is fierce and protective, yet admirable. The unicorn is the symbol of serendipity, the occurrence of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way. This card represents good luck in making unexpected and favorable discoveries. Expect magic to happen. Luck is on your side, dear Gemini. And the affirmation for this card is, I accept and invite serendipity into my life. Definitely the divine here is letting you know to go with the flow and allow things to happen, because when you allow things to happen, magic comes in. But let's see what we can clarify with the 3 energy oracle cards that I pulled. And we have 5th chakra Archangel Gabriel, the Temple Path, and the Thinking Man. 5th chakra Archangel Gabriel is all about self-expression and speaking your truth. Gabriel holds his trumpet in one hand and a beautiful orb of blue light in the other. He's sending powerful energy to your throat center. This is like the blue light at his throat center, acknowledging your power to communicate and your readiness to do so. This angel opens you up to truthful expression, both with yourself, that's the most important one, is being honest with yourself, as well as others. You may have had trouble with expressing emotions and ideas in the past, but Gabriel is here to tell you that your soul longs to take the leap now. Be aware that true communication includes how you speak to yourself, so never deny your profound integral value. Remember that when it comes to emotions, I believe it was Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, who said that if you suppress emotions, like anytime you try and suppress emotions, they're gonna find a way out in a form of something. And so it is important to allow yourself to do the shadow work and to talk to yourself. You know, like you would expect a friend to talk to you. A lot of times when I feel stressed out, or I feel kind of pushed against the wall, you know, I'll sort of sit down and have a moment with myself and ask myself, like, where's this coming from? Why are you feeling this way? What is the root of this emotion? Is it, you know, about this particular argument? Is it because such and such said something that didn't, you know, sit well with you? Or is it they pointed out something deeper? And so that definitely is very important, to be able to speak honestly with yourself. But communication is going to be crucial for you in 2022, dear Gemini. But at the same time, Gemini, you're really good at communicating. You really are. I mean, I've seen Geminis communicate like you wouldn't believe, amazingly. So you have that talent already inside of you. And you need to speak up for yourself. You also need to write in your journal. Allow your words to flow. Now's the time to express yourself freely, fully, and the universe always honors your choice to do so. This card could also indicate that a communication project is coming up, or a time of heightened communication with spirit and telepathy with others. And of course, the Temple Path is all about, again, the spiritual purpose and spiritual support. Receiving this card represents your own spiritual evolution. The wine winding path you are on leads to a blessed temple in a lovely garden, symbolizing the spiritual destiny your soul has had in mind for this lifetime. Remember that before coming to planet Earth, you made a soul contract, and you agreed to the country you were born in. You chose your own avatar, which is your body, what you look like. You chose your name. You chose what your life is going to be like. You chose how you're going to die as well. I'm a big fan of Dolores Cannon. If some of you haven't heard of her, I definitely suggest you check her out, because she is incredible. She has done a lot of work in finding out what it is, like why are we here and what is our purpose. And so it is definitely important to remember that coming to Earth, is the reason you did it is to learn two specific lessons, and that is your emotions and your limitations. It is important to remember that you wanted to be here. You chose to come here knowing that it is going to be hard and there's going to be lessons along the way. So definitely, you're not just working through the lessons for yourself, but you're also working through your ancestral karma as well. And your ancestors and your spirit guides are aware and they're helping you. And in this particular card, they are represented by these kind of lights that are around this temple. This card tells you that what you're going through now is all part of your soul's process. You are on your karmic path and heading in the right direction, and the choices you make now are important for your personal growth and life lessons. The lights around the temple represent the spirit world, family members, friends, angels, guides, all the loving spirit helpers who long to assist you. Call upon them and be open to their wisdom and inspiration. This is a wonderful, life-expanding time. So keep in mind your personal priorities as well as your spiritual connection. Following your higher intentions will help you move your life forward in dramatic ways, and connecting with spirit in your higher self will have a wonderful influence on all that you experience. That's why you have the organization card, the Two of Pentacles, here is because the spirit guides and your ancestors, everyone is telling you, use this time wisely because your life is temporary. The avatar you are in is temporary, and once you leave this physical world and you go back to a world where things are much, much easier, where there are no low vibrational emotions, where, you can be surrounded and supported kind of like all the time, again, because school, the earth is a school, and it is one of the hardest ones. There are other schools out there are other planets where people are learning lessons as well, but this one is one of the harder ones, and you chose to be here, so your time here is limited. That's why the divine here is saying if you organize well and you manage everything well, then you're able to take care of your physical priorities as well as spiritual ones, because spiritual lessons are very much important, just like taking care of things like paying bills, if you will. But let's go to the thinking man. The thinking man is all about wisdom and understanding, specifically when it comes from a person in your surroundings who's helping you, kind of guiding you and giving you advice. This card shows a man standing before an archway, gazing at a crystal in his hand. He's a thoughtful and reflective man representing the potential presence of a teacher in your life or about to arrive. This person may be there to help you and educate you in the finer details of your chosen direction, or maybe there to assist you in some specific spiritual, mental, or emotional direction. The card is telling you, pay attention, because this could lead to greater progress in your personal growth. This man may also be a love interest coming your way, or perhaps just a new male friend, but be on the lookout for this guide in the physical world and be open to his information. Learn what you can, a new discipline, a new technique, a new course of study, a new healing, some sort of a new practice that helps you move forward, that could change your life for the better. And, specifically in 2022, there will be someone who's going to help you and guide you, especially when the going gets tough. I hope you enjoyed this reading, dear Gemini. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I truly appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope that the year of the water tiger is going to be amazing for you. Please do let me know in the comments, and also please don't forget to follow me on Instagram, because I think you'll find some helpful kind of motivational, inspirational words of wisdom there. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.